Beyond the Mic with Sean Dillon.
We're joined on the Starline by actor, acting coach with more than a decade of TV, film, Broadway, commercial. You've seen him in Dusty, South of Hell, and in the Tony Award-nominated musical American Psycho. His latest project is executive producing and starring in Bloodline Killer. We welcome Drew Moerlein.
How you doing?
Absolutely great, Drew. Let's go beyond the mic. What made this screenplay written by Anthony and James Gaudioso so intriguing for you?
Well, I think what hooked me was the fact that myself and I think horror fans everywhere are craving a new masked killer to sort of fill the shoes of like horror franchises of the past, right? And I think Bloodline Killer really offers just that, the satisfaction of a classic slasher film combined with three-dimensional, deeply fleshed out and flawed human beings and relationships, which allows the viewer to sort of invest in those people and care about whether they survive at the end, which you can find out.
If they survive. The commitment to this project comes from everywhere. Writers, producers, and roles, Bruce Dern, Tyrese Gibson, Taryn Manning, and yourself. What made this set so different than any other you've worked on?
Well, I think it was a very collaborative experience. Shawnee Smith, who plays Moira Cole, the lead in the film, she plays my mother. So Connor and Michael, the two sons, Moira plays the lead. I think it became a very collaborative workshopping process, right? The Gaudioso twins wrote it. They wrote a brilliant script and structure, and we all came to set as actors and artists and found our way into this work. And I think the heart of this film is really what separates it or sifts it to the top of horror, of the horror genre films available out there right now, right? We give you the jump scares, the blood, the gore, the suspense, but it's got a heart, right? It's got people that you relate to, that you want to follow. I think that's what makes the whole experience so special, and what, the ultimate goal of giving the viewers the opportunity to continue to watch where these people go in this film and potentially beyond.
It's a jump scare with a heart. Every town has a boogeyman, as shown in the trailer. Yep. What's the one thing you were scared of growing up? What was your boogeyman?
So my dad is a sculptor, and Icarus flies to the sun. Yep. My dad had a massive Icarus sculpture, like 2 times the size of a person, sitting outside of our garage when I was growing up. And it was in my nightmares. So that was one thing. The other thing was Friday the 13th got me, right? I like a Nightmare on Elm Street. I mean, the fact that my nightmares were actually not just dreams, right? That my parents had told me all along, oh, it's just a dream, it's not real. And then all of a sudden I watched something at like 13 at a slumber party at my buddy Keith's house, and it's actually telling me that my nightmares are real.
The movie is Bloodline Killer, and Drew Moerlein joins us beyond the mic for The Rocking 8. It's time for the nightmare from my guests. It's 8 random questions. Answer with the first thing that comes to mind. There is no pressure.
Right.
You'll be in Marvel 1943, Rise of Hydra. So what's your favorite Marvel movie?
The original Captain America.
You have mad fly fishing skills. What's the biggest fish you've caught?
A massive king salmon. Probably maybe 28 pounds, somewhere in there.
No fish stories. Don't worry. We're not going to judge. Best memory at Syracuse that was non-acting related.
Playing Frisbee, disc golf on the quad.
What's the one website you go to that's not work related?
Oh my gosh. There is none. I mean, Instagram, I guess, but that's work related.
Your wife likes pineapple and spicy tikka masala. What's the one dish that you cook your wife won't eat, but you love to cook it so much?
Pancakes with corn in it.
Corn?
Bro, it's sweet. It's like the best thing ever. My dad used to make it for us, and my wife cannot she's just like, what is happening?
How many Butterfingers did you eat when you shot the commercial? And when was the last time you had one?
I actually love Butterfingers. So we have Friday night movie night. So I get the little like unwrapped Butterfingers in the box. So I love Butterfingers. I ate a bunch on that day. Usually I set myself up physically for preset. And then when I get to set, it's just mayhem.
What's the best thing about Lorena, the Labradoodle, and Rosie, your Australian cattle dog?
Oh, great question. They are lovers and are loyal protectors of our family.
What did you do special for your 16th birthday?
Yeah, we used to have huge blowouts on our yard, and we were kind of like we lived in rural New Hampshire. Anyway, we had frog races, so we put a circle rope, catch like 15 frogs. However many kids were there, label the frogs somehow. They just remember, and then they'd have to jump out of the circle.
It's time for the back half with Drew Moerlein with Bloodline Killer Beyond the Mic. Drew, with acting, family, coaching, and more, you barely have time enough for yourself. What's the one thing you have to do to reset your heart and soul?
Run.
Run, Barry, run.
I run.
You offer reasonable coaching rates and even barter to help others. What's the one thing that you want to learn? How
to be the best dad in the world. How to continue to like elevate all the people around us in the acting community. It often feels isolating. So I think building a community is essential. So learning how to most effectively build a strong community.
It's time for One Big Question with Drew Moerlein from the incredible movie Bloodline Killer Beyond the Mic. How has Adrienne and your daughters help you each day to become a better father, husband, actor, and man?
They wake up smiling and screaming, "I love you, Dad." And my wife is a complete rock and patient human being who helps to keep our family and all the plates spinning while I'm desperately trying to make them not fall all around us. And my kids are just rays of beauty and light.
He loves Captain America, tries to read Instagram for anything but work, sometimes fails. And his wife can't stand his pancakes with corn. He wants you to watch his movie, Bloodline Killer. Drew Moerlein, thanks for taking the time to talk with us today.
Hey, thank you so much. And my wife's going to love listening to this. She's an Austin, Texas gal, and all her friends went to Texas Tech in Lubbock. So, hey, man, props to everybody there.
And that, my friends, is I'll be able to make shortcut. If you're enjoying these conversations, please check out another Beyond the Mic episode to find more actors, artists, and people you need to know. We'd also appreciate a like and subscribe on the Good Pods app.